let's check out the KZ EDX Pro IME earphones. And in my opinion, actually these are probably the best, cheapest earphones you can currently get. So we have the spec over here. Also, if you are looking to get them, in the description I'll include a special discount link so you can follow and get them for insanely good price. So you see currently on AliExpress, if you are a new user, you can get them literally for only $1. So without the microphone, also the microphone version, and in all colors. Also, this is with free shipping as well. The regular price, if you are existing user, costs maybe like $4 or $5 basically if you follow the special link. So insanely cheap. So essentially this is what we get inside the box. So obviously we get no fuss packaging, so you obviously aren't paying for the packaging. So again, you're only paying for the earphone quality here. So inside the box, yeah, we have our earphones here. Also, we have 2 extra pairs of tips here as well. Also, our warranty card. Okay, and also actually very decent cable here. The cable length is, I think, 1 meter 20 centimeters, so actually fairly good size cable. By the way, I have already used these for maybe around a week, and generally actually I'm very impressed, especially for this price. I think it's absolutely insane what we are getting. Also, when it comes to the cable quality, as you see, this actually also pairs very decent quality here, and it definitely should last you actually for a very long time. So also, yeah, we get microphone as well on these. We are going to check out the microphone quality as well later in the video. So, and also like very decent connectors here. If I can zoom in, so you see, yeah, the cable definitely also are extremely decent on these. So that probably is actually one of my favorite things about these, the cable quality. So let's pop out our earphones here. Okay. So when it comes to build quality, as you see, they are having obviously like full plastic case here, but that's not really a problem because this appears like very decent quality here. Okay, so you see, you can even see the driver inside, and we actually have fairly beefy driver inside here, as you can see. Also the KZ logo over here, and this is a connector pin. Also, these tips also actually feel fairly decent on these. Definitely actually very comfortable, and if you, yeah, basically choose a correct size from the box, they also provide actually like decent like noise cancellation as well, essentially. So yeah, and also when you wear these so far, they actually feel very comfortable as well. So totally no problems at all. At this price, really, to get this quality, I think that's completely unheard of, really. So, and yeah, if you want to connect them, there is, however, one negative. If you are a new user, you'll probably struggle to understand how to actually connect them, because on the earphones, they haven't actually included which is right, left, and how to connect them, which is absolutely ridiculous, stupid. So they definitely should do that. On the case, however, so as you see, you have the letter, basically, which one is right and left, at least. That's good. But on the earbuds, so let me show you basically. So the right side, yeah, is a microphone. So we're going to figure out which is right. So, okay, other one. So we take our earbud here and simply connect, basically push it together. And actually the hole is very decent. So again, zero complaints. I do not think you can actually lose these anywhere. So the quality actually, yeah, for this price, it's actually unbelievable. So in this channel, maybe in the past year, I have had like 20 different of these different IMEs. A lot of companies also send me them. Personally, I purchased these myself, so no one has sent me these actually. And yeah, when it comes to the overall quality, if you look at the cable quality and the earphone quality, I would say they are really just as good as maybe on some $20 to $25 like IMEs, essentially. So definitely the build quality is way better than actually you would imagine at this price. So literally, if you follow the link, literally like $1 with free shipping, absolutely insane. But again, the regular price is maybe like $5 or $6. So if you get them somewhere else, but yeah, if you follow that link, yeah, for this price, I think the build quality is absolutely insane on these. And when it comes to sound quality, also for this price, I think these are completely unbeatable. So first, if you are interested in the frequency response graph, you can pause it here, or also you can check it out on their own website. So when it comes to sound quality, if you look online, maybe some reviews, maybe some forums, then actually I have seen some people claim that these are just as good as maybe like 40 or maybe up to like $50 earphones. But I think that's complete BS. So if you actually compare these earphones versus, basically earphones actually in that price, obviously the sound quality isn't that essentially, so take that with a grain of salt essentially. Even if you compare the graphs, even if they're similar to the more higher priced earphones, we really have to consider how insanely cheap these are. So again, if we compare basically them to the more expensive basically earphones, so maybe let's say in the $40 or $50 range over here, I would say the clarity first isn't as like premium, so they aren't as crisp essentially, and also basically the basically overall depth basically of the sound and how it feels. Again, it simply doesn't feel like as full and basically as premium essentially, so a bit muted, I would say, a bit as well. However, if we compare the sound quality of these versus other earphones in this price range, so maybe let's say other maybe like $10 earphones, then in my opinion these probably have the best sound quality out there. So usually if you actually pay very little money for your earphones, you first get like absolute trash quality for the cables, so they break very fast. On these I do not think you will be able to actually break the cable, so maybe if you use it for a couple of years, maybe then, but yeah, again, this doesn't actually feel like a cheap quality at all. Definitely they actually feel worth more than the price costs. So again, if you compare these to again, let's say maybe like $5 or $10 earphones that usually you can purchase, or maybe then again the sound quality is definitely huge step basically up basically from anything else that I have seen basically in this price range. So again, clarity, depth, overall, absolutely awesome. Also obviously tiny bit more bass as well compared to the very cheap stuff essentially. So if you're wondering how good these are, again, after using maybe like 20 different these budget earphones, I would say these are really just as good as any other maybe like $15 to $25 earbuds, I would say, so in the market. So for the price, I do not think you can actually find better sounding earphones. And also as overall quality, that also actually surprised me on these. And also let's test out the microphone quality on these. So currently I'm speaking maybe like 10 to 15 centimeters away from them, almost directly inside. So this is probably the best sound quality you can actually expect to get from this microphone. I find overall the quality actually for this price is actually fairly decent. However, actually I find the volume actually lacks a bit. So if you use these to maybe record some voiceover, you definitely will actually have to go in your audio software and simply increase the gain basically of the volume a bit. Apart from that, when it comes to all these budget earphones, I think the microphone on these definitely is one of the best out there. Also, let's test the plosives. A quick brown fox jumped over the lazy dog while Peter was pickling his peppers in the backyard. Okay, and I'm back to my normal microphone. So as you heard, also the microphone quality at this price actually was quite surprisingly decent as well. So I'm currently using like $400 microphone to actually make these videos. So it's probably nowhere close to like real microphone. But for calls and basic stuff, I think that's absolutely wonderful here. And overall, are these EDX Pro earphones actually worth, and should you maybe get some? Well, for this price, again, I do not think you can actually get a better pair of earphones. So again, the normal price was like around $6 or $7 on these, especially if you check basically some marketplace. But again, so if you follow the special discount link, currently you can pick up them for literally like only like $1, and also with free shipping, and also that is also with the microphone as well, so in these different colors. So when I got them, I paid I think like around $3 basically. So these prices simply change, they simply pop up some offers basically on these. So for this price, really it's absolutely insane what we're getting. Again, even if you have to pay like the maybe like $7 for these that they usually cost maybe on some other sites, even for that price they're absolutely wonderful, I would say. And again, I do not think you can actually get a better pair of earphones for that price. So again, when it comes to all budget earphones, really no wonder why these are actually one of the most popular ones at the moment. So if you look basically at the most sold earphones, these are like in the top 1 or 2 essentially, and really no wonder why, because yeah, the build quality is actually really decent for this price. So again, you can probably easily abuse them, so do not really have to worry probably much about them. And sound quality also, yeah, obviously much better than on the cheap garbage earphones that you usually get at that price. So at this price, really can't really go wrong. Anyway, good luck.